A woman had already been fined twice for earlier public incidents. This time, the outcome was different. She was jailed for 6 months and 2 weeks after a new series of offenses involving members of the public, security staff, and a nurse. The woman is 54-year-old Singaporean Lim Soklay. She pleaded guilty to 2 assault charges, 1 public nuisance charge, and 1 charge of voluntarily causing hurt to a security officer. Her 29-year-old daughter, Jolene Cheong Wan Ling, was also sentenced to 5 months jail and fined $1,500 after pleading guilty to assault, criminal intimidation, and public nuisance. One incident happened at Punggol on September 24, 2024. A preschool teacher was with a group of children when the 2 women approached, shouting and gesturing. Lim also shouted about alleged child abuse. Court documents did not explain what triggered the confrontation. 2 passers-by stepped in. After the teacher and children entered a lift, the women chased one of the men. A second passerby tried to intervene, but the pair turned on him, grabbed his arms, and repeatedly hit his head. He later received treatment for injuries, including bruising behind his ear. Then came another incident at a preschool in Punggol in July 2025. Lim and her daughter shouted demerit. A security officer switched on his body camera as he expected trouble. A dispute followed, and the mother and daughter later told the pair of a domestic helper who was bringing a child to the preschool. When the security officer stepped in, Lim removed his body camera. The officer was punched in the ear, and the $210 camera was taken and has not been recovered. After their arrest, both women were remanded at the Institute of Mental Health. 2 days later, Lim became aggressive after hearing her daughter screaming. She grabbed a male nurse's lanyard so tightly that he had difficulty breathing, then scratched and bit him. Her daughter was involved in another serious episode at NH. After being told she could not have an additional physical visit from her father, she repeatedly threatened a female nurse and her family. Here is the part that makes this case more significant. These were not isolated incidents. Lim had already been fined $4,000 in 2022 for harassing a nurse neighbor during the pandemic, and another $4,000 in 2025 after causing a commotion at her son's lion dance competition. Even after the later arrests and release on bail, Lim and her daughter ran red. They stole nearly $54 worth of supermarket items in August 2025 and were involved in another disturbance at a preschool in March 2026. So the bigger issue is not simply bad behavior. It is the pattern. Teachers, parents, passers-by, security officers, and healthcare workers were repeatedly drawn to confrontations across different settings. From a public interest perspective, the case also shows why intervention matters. Ordinary people who step forward to protect others can target themselves. Security staff and nurses, whose jobs already involve managing difficult situations, were also exposed to physical risk. The earlier fines clearly did not end the behavior. The latest custodial sentences mark a much stronger consequence after repeated offending. Do you think repeat offenders who continue causing trouble after earlier fines should face jail sooner? If you value clear Singapore news with context behind the headline, like this video, share it, and subscribe to 2230.